Can't really see anything on the wall. I got a trail going that way. I came from this way, and this is going that way. No markers. Like what? Like what is going on? This is the strangest hike. Hey, good morning. Yeah, hope I'm on the right path. I really wasn't expecting at the trailhead. Man, there was like 3 different directions that you could go, but I think they all kind of go to the same direction. You just kind of choose your own adventure based on traffic. Pretty sure I'm heading the right way. And then I've got about 12.5 miles today. Gonna be stopping at Boy Scout camp. It's a primitive campsite. I don't know, I'm nervous. I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm also apprehensive. You know, I didn't see a whole lot of information about hiking this trail at all. So it's one of 2 things. Either nobody has taken the time to make a video or post about it, or it's really not for hikers. So I'm hoping it's the former and not the latter. So I do kind of feel sometimes like I'm intruding when I'm on these multi-use trails, because they are predominantly for ATVs, but backpacking and hiking is allowed. So very cool. They have these digital maps, do a little QR code and scan it. Do have internet right now, so shows you a digital map and where you are on that map. So that's pretty cool. Wonder if they're gonna have that on the Boy Scout trail. But man, just a perfect morning. Beautiful day. Hoping the weather's gonna be good. It's supposed to be pretty cool tonight, which will be nice. Just had this one little window of opportunity with the weather to do this, so I had to take advantage of it. So far, very happy with the trail, very happy with the trail conditions. I haven't had to walk through any mud holes. Granted, just past the first mile. But we had a pretty good amount of rain this week, and I haven't had to go through any water so far, so hopefully that'll last and that'll be a good sign for this trail. Again, I haven't seen anybody out here yet. I saw a dad and his little boy right at the trailhead. So this is one of those places. I'm thinking this is just a big reroute. You know, this is the main trail right here, but it's pretty muddy. Kind of goes up around and over there. Thinking this is just a reroute. You know, some people may be concerned about hiking on a multi-use trail because of ATVs and worried about them coming around a corner, not seeing you. The thing is, you're gonna hear them before you even see them. So it's easier for us to just get out of the way and get off the trail for a minute. Yep, here it comes. Yep, that's the sound. Should have wore the gaiters. Should have thought about that. These multi-use trails always seem to be pretty sandy. First sort of water source I've come to, Indian Creek. I'm assuming this is the same one that runs all the way to the reservoir. Wow. It's pretty low. So putting down a pretty good pace, I kind of have to slow myself down a little bit. I'm doing like 3 miles an hour. Just because I don't have that far to go. It's only 10:30. You know, I don't want to get to camp at like 2 o'clock. Took one break already. Stopped and talked to a couple of riders. The woman, her first hiking trip ever was for her 50th birthday, I think. She went to Havasu Falls, Grand Canyon. First hiking trip ever. I'm like, that is some people's lifelong. Like, I haven't been there. That's definitely on my bucket list. So, real nice people. Talked to them for a while. They were surprised to see me. One person passed. Because, you know, I try to find something like that to get off the trail and let the riders pass. And one guy was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." So they don't see a lot of hikers on this trail, which really, I mean, of course, this isn't a day hike. It's not really something you would seek out. This is something you want to come out and challenge yourself with. Test some gear, do a shakedown hike, train, get prepped for a longer hike, because it's a loop. You know, there's 3 individual loops out here, so you can come out here by yourself and test stuff out. It's getting pretty hot, already sweating a pretty good bit, but the forest is really nice. So right around mile 4, come to the junction with E049J. It's a little Jeep road. Turning off here because according to the map, it looks like it's a shortcut to get over to the road to Camp Claiborne, which is what I'm doing. So I'm really not staying on the trail. This is kind of a detour that I've created. Because a lot of these trails, especially multi-use trails, if you look at it on the map, it's like a bowl of spaghetti. It's like the trails, they kind of loop around and they stay close to each other and they parallel, and which is good if you're a rider because you're just out here to ride. But you know, as a long distance backpacker, you want to feel like you're getting somewhere. You want to stay on a kind of a continuous line if at all possible. So we'll see if this, I don't even know if this is going to work, but looking at the maps, it seemed like it was a pretty obvious cut through to get over to Camp Claiborne. Incorporate that, my shoes untied, and be able to actually go through and tour Camp Claiborne. So shortly after getting on that little Jeep road, come out to this bigger Jeep road and kind of stay to the left. It's not really a turn. The trail just kind of goes off to the left. And then this is supposed to take me into Camp Claiborne. Yeah, see the main, I think that's 247 I'm fixing to come up on. So a little history. Probably not going to be able to give you a whole lot of details, but I can tell you that this was one of the largest Army training camps in America during World War II. And this is actually the birthplace for the famous 101st and 82nd Airborne Divisions, which is pretty cool. And I don't think there's any buildings or remnants really left out here. It's just the roads. There's markers when you turn off the highway coming into the camp. Tells you a little bit about the history. You know, you can pick up a map and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, pretty impressive. So just got off the main road. It's a road walk and it all kind of looks the same. So I saw this little dirt road, so it's going the same. It's a little detour, kind of cuts off a little bit of it, but kind of want to be back on somewhat trail. This is going to be in the map. That's kind of what I want, you know, like you can keep going, you know, if you want to go all the way to the marker. Whoa, there is an actual structure out here. That's cool. See, I didn't see any from the roads, but definitely a foundation for some kind of structure. Wow, that's pretty cool. I don't know if this was a barrack or some kind of storehouse, maybe. I don't know what those, yeah, this is the foundation. Those are the pilings for it. Wow, that's really cool. See? Listen to your instincts. They say get off the road, take that dirt road. There's usually a reason why. You can make that out. That's a foundation for one of the structures that was out here. Down there, it's probably not going to show up on camera. There's another one down there too. There's a corner of it right there. Very cool. And now I gotta look at my map. Could probably go back that way. Let me check. So yeah, just walking along the road and it's completely collapsed. So I'm gonna jump across this, get to the other side. Again, no water. Everything is really dry out here. Yo. Yeah, sometimes what looks like a pretty decent road on the map kind of peters out into bushwhacking. So I'm trying to pick my way through all this stuff. The main road is right up there. You just gotta get through this stuff. It's really not too bad. I just don't want to hit any, well, stickers for one, and poison ivy, which I haven't seen any yet. Well, so much for an easy trip. I just had to bushwhack through about 100 feet of this stuff. Yeah, don't take that route. Definitely glad to be back on the road. Definitely should stay on that road, the main road, the paved one. Unless you can see a developed dirt road in front of you, don't take it. Because they're not used a lot out here. And you'll have what just happened to me, which is road ends. And you're kind of stuck with a choice of, you know, turn around and go backtrack, which you hate to do. Kind of looked out in front of me, it didn't seem too bad, but then I went over this wash and it was just totally blocked up with foliage and briars and stickers, and yeah, it was rough, but made it through. Not too bad. I know I got some scratches, I can feel them burning from the sweat, but part of the adventure. So a big part of the ruins out here, I think, they got it blocked off. Hazardous area. Looks pretty intact, so I guess maybe people were camping in there. It's pretty big. It's definitely the biggest part of the structures I've seen out here. Man, really want to go in there. It's like it ends right here. I'm shooting for a creek. It looks like it's about a mile away. Barber Creek. That's where I'm gonna stop and take a break, eat lunch, clean up a little bit. I'm nasty after that. I got spider webs and trash all over me. Man, I hate I lost my glasses. They were old anyway. I needed some new ones, but I guess this will motivate me to finally get some. That's usually how I am. I'll just use stuff until it's not even useful anymore, just because I don't feel like going to get new ones. Alright, so turn here and should link up with the Boy Scout Trail pretty soon. It's not as hot as it has been. Kind of why I picked this weekend. The low is actually going to be around 70 tonight, so it's good camping weather. But it's still hot during the day. As long as this breeze keeps up and I can find a good water source. I haven't seen one water source and I'm like 7 miles in, so something to keep in mind. But there's so many roads, it's easy to cache water, food out here if you need to, which you're going to. Yeah, so I'm just pushing for that creek. I'm gonna take a break there, eat lunch, clean up, fill up on water. Guess I'm just gonna have to camel up. So I don't really see anything on the map. I didn't look before the camp, but I don't think there is. I think this is Barber Creek is the last possible water source before I get into camp. Dude, that's dry. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is odd. This is really unusual for Louisiana. I mean, usually you're coming across water all the time. All right, finally making it to the Boy Scout Trail. Man, that was a lot more of a road walk than I realized. Mile 24, turn in here, or 2.4, yeah. Turn here, so a 30-mile trail altogether. I'm doing maybe 3/4 of it. Well, not even that much, because most of what I've been doing I bypassed. I've been doing dirt roads. But yeah, this is awesome. This is like a hiking trail, so it's supposed to be single track all the way. Really want to take a break, but I'm waiting for water. Just need to get off my feet. I've been pushing. I don't think I've really stopped for the last 4 miles. So, need to eat some lunch. Some more ruins. So this is still part of Camp Claiborne. Awesome. So the Boy Scout Trail, very nice. I mean, it's a single track trail. It's exactly what you're looking for hiking. I'm hearing a few motors here and there, but nobody's come by. So they're probably on the roads. I'm around 8 miles in. Still no water. I'm supposed to be coming up on Barber Creek here in a minute. And that's going to be, it's kind of going to be my determination of whether or not I'm going to be able to continue. Which sucks. I've never had to cut a trip short because of water. But yeah, I'm down to less than a half a liter. And there's another source. I'll be able to, I don't know. I think I'd have to bail if there is no water at that creek. Because even getting to the camp, where there's supposed to be another water source, that's like another 4 miles away. So by the time I did that 4 miles, and then all the way back to my truck on the road, I mean, that's like another 8 miles with no water, 90-something degrees, high 90, heat index. No. So if there's no water here at this creek, I'm gonna have to jump off at the next road. I've never had to cache water in Louisiana. I did it one time when I was doing the Kisatchie Loop, but that was just out of caution. Yeah, I've probably, scouting on the maps. Indian Creek was on the way. That was dry. I didn't see any other. There was a drainage for Camp Claiborne. I mean, that was not ideal. It had some muddy standing water. It was pretty funky. So I opted to push to this creek. So we'll see. You stay on all those signs that say trailhead. that's gonna kind of noodle you around, and eventually you'll get back to the main trail, which this is kind of a shortcut too. It just cuts off all that unnecessary stuff if you're hiking. I kept trying to find it. It was all the signs that say trailhead, and then there was this cut-through trail that gets to it, and I thought that was it, so I had to backtrack again, and then eventually I found it. Yes. I ain't got time for that. I need to find some water. If not, I guess I'll be walking this road back up to where I need to go. Kind of detoured off to the right back there. But according to the map, this is the trail that I want. That was still saying Trail A. I don't know those names. I only know like Woodworth and Boy Scout and North Loop. So I'm not sure. This is not marked, but this is still the trail on the GPS. So I'm gonna stay on this. I mean, it's clear. But yeah, they've taken all the markers off. So I don't know if they just don't use, it said something about take that trail for safety. So I don't know if it's too rugged for riders. Maybe there's a lot of blowdowns that they're not able to clear. But it's still easy for hikers to get through. So, which would be, man, even better. So because I'm very stubborn and a little stupid, I think it's just the right combination though. I'm looking on my maps and I kind of see a possible forest road that I can cut through and maybe cut off like 6 miles of this trail. And then there's a pretty big water source not far off the trail once I pick it back up on the other side of the road. So there is a chance that I could save part of this trail or trip. The trail's fine now that I know there's no reliable water. Just got to put notes and cache water when you come out here, or just carry a bunch of water. I don't like carrying a bunch of water. I don't find it necessary, except for today. This is the first time in Louisiana that I've not found water. So yeah, I'm not having a lot of luck with water lately. Last backpacking trip on the Kisatchie Trail, my filter wasn't working. Checked it this time, and it is working before I left. But now I can't find any water. You know, and that water that I pulled out of that little puddle, I've filtered worse before. But that was on a long trip. That was on the Kisatchie Trail, and I had to. There was no option. You know, here it's like, man, you know, got stuff to do at the house. There's 2 tropical storms heading our way. You know, just personal stuff. So it's easy to pull me off the trail. I'm not filtering that water to continue this trip. You know, those are the judgment calls that you make. So it's not that important to me. Now if I didn't have those other factors, maybe. But yeah, I'm hoping that bigger water source is reliable and there's water there. And if not, it's still next to the road, so I can still road walk back to my truck. But if there is water there, then I can maybe finish out today with a few more miles. And I mean, really do probably 75% of this trail. I doubt I'll be able to camp though, because I can only carry 3 liters. I'm probably going to use a lot just on my way to somewhere to camp, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how late it gets. But lost my glasses, so that's a factor too. It's going to be difficult to night hike without my glasses. Right down there. This rock, this concrete wall in the middle of the freaking woods just came out of nowhere. This is the strangest hike. And there's a trail that picks up on the other side of it over there. But this is the detour that I'm trying to get to down there. There's a trail going off this way. So I'm hoping it brings me to the bottom because I can't get down that. I'm gonna come out, but it's just a huge ravine with a concrete wall. Like, is this some kind of old canal from the army base? Like, look at this. Water. This is crazy. Yeah, so this trail that I found, it parallels this, so I'm just gonna keep following this. This is so nice. So the thought just occurred to me that now I need to come back out and explore the rest of these trails. And really, there's so many like concentric loops that connect with each other. You can really make smaller loops. Park at that Boy Scout camp and just do small loops. So glad I didn't turn around and quit. There is a time to quit. Don't get me wrong. This was not the time. All right, this keeps going this way. I think this is the actual trail that goes back up, what I was supposed to do tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going because this goes to the water source that I'm shooting for. I still like to drink that opposed to this skunk water. So I think I'm gonna still go to that, fill up, come back, and then finish up the rest of the trail today. Mill Creek. This is the water that I've been trying to get to. Not too impressed, but if I go down here, at least it's moving. It's pretty clear, so we'll fill up here, we'll drink a bunch of water, and then get back to the trail. But man, just getting loaded up on water. Drank about a liter. Sitting there, got me a snack. Just got off my feet for a few minutes. Got some good rest. You know, got to rinse off my face. Just feel so much better. But yeah, this is just I don't know if this is an old road grade or what. Doesn't look like it gets too much traffic. There's no markers, so this isn't a part of any official trail. But it's definitely usable. Yeah, I'm just excited. This is so cool for me. I just love this. It's a true adventure in a safe, controlled environment. All right, now here's one of the trails. I mean, it looks like it's been used recently. It's just not on either map. It's not on the Garmin or the Gaia map. So I don't know where it goes. I'm tempted to take it. It's got a blaze. Then it'll link up with the other trails. I mean, it's kind of heading in the right direction. I mean, what the hell? I got plenty of water. I'll be able to tell pretty quick where this is going. But as long as it keeps edging me north, I'm in good shape. One thing I've found is a lot of these trails end up looping back into the other trails. So there's so many bypasses off the main trail that a lot of these lead back to the same spot. Like another structure from the ruins. This is pretty big. Huh. Wow. That's all concrete down there. Interesting. Can't really see anything on the wall. Man, what could this have been? It looks like the wall goes like a semicircle around. I don't know. All Alright, trail saying to go this way. There's also a trail that way. And the marker said to go this way, so I think I'm going to stick with these because this is what I need to be on. Wow. So you get to actually get up in this. Man, this is all concrete. Another structure right up there. Just a giant circle. Very cool. Alright, so this sign says the wrong way, but this is what's on the maps. And this is what's on the paper map that you get at the trailhead. So I'm taking it. I'm sure the other way it's gonna link back up with it eventually. Just not sure why they take you that way. Yeah, that's probably it right up there. That's what's so confusing. That's why you have to have a map. Oh crap. It's another foundation right up in there. Man, this camp. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised it was this big. I think something like 500,000 troops were trained here during World War II. Another one right here. There were a lot of different installations right here next to each other. Alright. Time to check the map again. Because I got a trail going that way. I came from this way. And this is going that way. No markers. And even starting to get a little rain. Just checked the GPS. Says I've gone about 14 and a half, maybe 15 miles. Seems about right, but it seems like I've done more. You can definitely tell while I haven't seen anybody on this trail. It's so dense. I just don't see it being a lot of fun for riders. I mean, people do ride out here on this trail. Maybe more experienced riders. But yeah, it's been pretty thick like this. So I'm on this little section that parallels Highway 112. I'm just ready to be done. Yeah, this is really taking it out of me today. It's probably going to end up being about 19 miles altogether. It's pretty decent in this heat. And having to reroute so much, having to check my GPS every so often, just slowing me down. Backtracking, bushwhacking, just kind of done all of it today. This has probably been one of the craziest days I've had on trail. Just all the different, the camp ruins, the big ravine, just, getting rerouted a few times, getting off trail, bushwhacking, lack of water, one water source all day really. A new trail, a totally new trail to me. I mean, I just can't imagine what that was when it was fully built. And then it's huge. Home stretch. Got about a mile and a half left to get back to the camp. Yep, I remember passing this. This is the road to campground. I could just walk this, but I might as well finish. Plus, it's pretty dusty. Don't really feel like choking on limestone anytime somebody comes by. So, final thoughts, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm beat up. This trail got out of me today. I like it. I like it out here. I think it's unique with the camp and the ruins, and it's a lot of trail. A lot of trail. New trails to explore. Figured I'd go ahead and give you all a shot at the campground. It's pretty nice. Not too crowded. The bathroom's over there. Gotta get back to my parking. I think, yeah, parking's right over there. I see my truck. So yeah, plenty of spots. Real nice setup. Look at it. Yeah. Let's see what's in here. Oh, that's not too bad.